Hey peeps, Tyler here with my April Book of the Month unboxing. I got 2 books this month. All We Were Promised by Ashton Lattimore. Apologies if I butcher any words, names. The paths of 3 young black women in pre-Civil War Philadelphia unexpectedly and dangerously collide in this debut novel inspired by the explosive history of a divided city. Philadelphia, 1837. When Charlotte escaped from the crumbling White Oaks plantation down south, she'd expected freedom to feel different from her former life as an enslaved housemaid. After all, Philadelphia is supposed to be the birthplace of American liberty. Instead, she's locked away, playing servant to her white-passing father, as they both attempt to hide their identities from slave catchers who would destroy their new lives. Longing to break away, Charlotte befriends Nell, a budding abolitionist from one of Philadelphia's wealthiest black families. Just as Charlotte starts to envision a future, a familiar face from her past reappears. Evie, her friend from White Oaks, has been brought to the city by the plantation mistress, and she's desperate to escape. But as Charlotte and Nell conspire to rescue her in a city engulfed by race riots and attacks on abolitionists, they soon discover that fighting for Evie's freedom may cost them their own. All We Were Promised is the story of 3 women in vastly different circumstances, the rebel, the socialite, and the fugitive, risking everything for one another in an American city, straining to live up to its loftiest ideals. Of course, it's Book of the Month. And Ashton Lattimore is an award-winning journalist and a former lawyer. She is the editor-in-chief at Prism, a nonprofit news outlet by and for communities of color, and her nonfiction writing has also appeared in the Washington Post, Slate, Ascents, and on CNN.com. Lattimore is a graduate of Harvard College, Harvard Law School, and Columbia Journalism School. She grew up in New Jersey and now lives in suburban Philadelphia with her husband and their 2 sons. All Were Promised as her first novel. I think you can see that. I mean, I know you can see it, I just can't tell how focused it is. And the second book is Dragon Fruit by Machialucier. In the old tales it is written that the egg of a sea dragon, dragon fruit, holds within it the power to undo a person's greatest sorrow. But as with all things that offer hope, when hope has gone, the tale comes with a warning. Every wish demands a price. Hanalei of Tamarind is the cherished daughter of an old island family, but when her father steals a sea dragon egg meant for an ailing princess, she is forced into a life of exile. In the years that follow, Hanalei finds solace in studying the majestic sea dragons that roam the Nominomi Sea, until one day an encounter with a female dragon offers her what she desires most, a chance to return home and to right a terrible wrong. Sam is the last remaining prince of Tamarind, but he can never inherit the throne, for Tamarind is a matriarchal society. With his mother ill and his grandmother nearing the end of her reign, Sam is left with 2 choices: to marry or to find a cure for the sickness that has plagued his mother for 10 long years. When a childhood companion returns from exile, she brings with her something he has not felt in a very long time: hope. But Hanalei and Sam are not the only ones searching for the dragon fruit, and as they battle enemies both near and far, there is another danger they cannot escape, that of the dragon fruit itself. Machialucier, and I apologize because I'm probably butchering that name, is the author of Year of the Reaper, The Isle of Blood and Stone duology, and A Death-Struck Ear. Her stories are inspired by history and mythology. They can be found on many notable lists, including the Kids Indie Next list and the American Library Association's Best Fiction for Young Adults. Makia grew up on the Pacific island of Guam, not too far from the equator, and holds degrees in journalism and library science. She lives with her family in Portland, Oregon. And it comes with a bookmark. Page is just a number. Okay. So that is the 2 books I got for my April Book of the Month box. If you get Book of the Month, what did you get? So, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.